Doing pretty good. And I guess in helpful answer to the questions I'm seeing here in chat, I don't know.
Yeah.
I'll refresh my core system too. There we go.
If nobody knows, I can just switch it and
Yeah.
give the correct name, and nobody will ever know if it changed. But I'm not sure if this isn't the detail I fucked up. Wow.
Yeah, just like the last couple days, my head's been everywhere, so I probably have forgotten a few details if they ever were something I knew. There's one detail I need to remember, and that's this burst launcher. I actually add the note that it's going to impair its targets. Okay, that shows up good.
Anybody got funny stories to share till Arcloid shows up? This impaired of the burst launcher, is this built-in or system you added? Or?
Oh, I changed out weapon loadouts.
Yeah, but I mean, is this comes this from the weapon? So does this weapon always do this, or?
Wait, say the question again?
Yeah, your the burst launcher, it says it impairs Is this the base weapon that does
Yeah,
that
the base
impaired?
weapon does that.
Okay.
I've had the option for a little while, but I didn't really have the quote-unquote room to put it on because I was using the capital ship missiles. But I've toned it down a little bit, and I just have smart seeking accurate missiles now instead.
Okay. How do you uh, hmm. Is this launcher like an auxiliary weapon or
It is a main weapon.
how do you manage 4 weapons on your Monarch?
I have a flex, main, and heavy slot. And the engineering weapon is integrated.
Oh yes, engineering. That's
Yeah, there we go. That was the missing key.
yes. I mean, yeah. Hey, Arkloid.
Hello.
Oh. Everybody ready?
I believe so.
So, Zero, do you want, or let me rephrase, would you please recap last session?
Okay, last session. Where did we pick up last session?
Oh,
I
it
think
was,
we were still in the middle of attacking Laguna, weren't we? And we had
yes,
just crossed over the walls.
yes.
And we went in and we started a fight with one of the NHPs that has taken control. They were piloting their own personal mech, some kind of upgraded Black Witch with drones. But we grappled it into submission and then got a lucky hit on it that caused it to explode. After which point, we engaged in some quick negotiations, where Ben Honore has decided that it would like to remain neutral in this conflict. And after some wink, wink, nudge, nudging around, there are some people who would actually sympathize with joining the Union, but they don't currently have control. But we use that information to convince our allies to allow this to go through so we can ignore Ben Nore and focus on other targets.
And also these Union sympathizers in Ben Honore gave you the location of Overland King Watcher.
Ah, yes. Yes, they did. I'm going to assume they did because I actually just don't entirely remember because I'm a little stupid.
Yes, they totally did.
Mhm.
So,
So we have a specific target. We could go end this right now, maybe, possibly, theoretically.
yeah, it's when you ask Union Captain Deitartlov, uh, he would give you a shuttle. I mean, okay, it's deep in the Deadlands, or he would, yeah, borrow you a shuttle, but only to fly you up to the Deadlands, not into the Deadlands, because he doesn't want to lose a shuttle, and nobody knows exactly what is in there. But you now know the enemy is in there. So.
Hmm. So we could just search it out and destroy. The
Yes.
Deadlands definitely don't seem like they're a part of like literally anything else. There's like this wide area of like no other large important targets.
Yeah,
So he has to be pretty isolated.
yes, it is. It's called the Deadlands because nothing lives there, and there are still traces of radioactivity in the air from back 500 years ago when the big war happened. So it's definitely advisable that you carry hard suits that filter air for you. So if you have to leave the max, you don't get exposed too much.
Right, a good idea. A light hard suit would technically be okay, right?
I think so, yes.
Okay, cool. So I'll go ahead and continue on with that. Okay. So we could go ahead and try to plot a mission out there. It'll be primarily scouting and then followed up with possibly an immediate plan. Is there anything you two would like to do to try to prepare for such a mission?
I mean, if you go to ask me, I'm probably already laughing and charging on ahead.
You do need to wait for the shuttle. You can't just walk there.
No, you're probably gonna have to stop by and pick me up because I will have rushed way too far ahead with no realization.
Well, what about you, Cobra? You have anything special you want to prepare?
Well, I don't think we have time to reprint anything new for our mechs, do we?
I changed out my weapon loadout.
Well, I may be doing that as well because I would like to get the proprietary railgun as opposed to the anti-material rifle.
Yeah. Well, I'm assuming we've done at least like a longer pair since after going through all the negotiation.
I mean, you won the battle and then you negotiated for a
Mhm.
week or so.
Yeah,
during
so
the
we've
week.
had plenty of time to get new things and
Yes.
remodify.
Yes.
Okay, so if whenever you're ready, Ark, we'll go ahead and head out then. We got our shuttle, we've got the equipment we need. We just need to do some scanning around the Deadlands. I wonder if there's actually a any kind of pilot gear I could bring that would make locating things in the Deadlands easier.
I mean, you can bring a smart scope. You can bring this flying drone that gives you at least some air visibility.
Uh,
I mean, I have a smart scope.
yeah, sure.
Oh.
I'll bring a flying drone.
So, yeah. And you can I think of anything else that would help? Oh, not exactly. Okay, Cobra, just inform me once you're ready to go.
All right, I just need to put one more note on my sheet. All right.
So, yeah, you are you inform Captain Deithardt that you go for the hunt on OK.
Mhm.
I mean, you framed it as a scouting mission, but the question is, if you found him, will you wait for reinforcements or will you just finish the job? Because
If we
you
see the
will-
opportunity, we might just go for it, but it'll ultimately depend on what we see.
I did have a quick question before I finished here.
Yes.
I'm reading the fluff text about the railgun, and
Yes.
it says at the end of it in ComCom, however, power draw is massive, and it is necessary for mechs mounting a railgun to be fitted with a core charge auxiliary power pack. Is that such a thing, or is it assumed that this Death's Head, since that is its main weapon, already has one of those?
That's. I'm pretty sure that's just flavor text.
Okay, I figured, but I wanted to ask to make sure before I
You
read
never
this.
can tell though, because like with the pilot stuff, the flavor text of the pilot stuff is also where it says it's a quick action to activate.
Yeah, but basically, you when you pick this weapon, you also flavor-wise gain those core charge auxiliary power translation packs. So don't worry, you can fire.
All right.
Okay. It's, okay. Yes, your mechs are loaded into the shuttle and you take off. The shuttle takes the somewhat longer southern route because over there is neutral airspace. So they just inform Ben Honore, hey, it's one of ours, don't shoot us down. And flying the direct way over St. Helens seems dangerous. So
Right.
And the flight is fast enough. The shuttle touches down at a corner of the Deadlands after just a few hours and sets you off. The Deadlands is, as advertised, completely dead. You don't see anything living at all, but you still see the wounds from the last war. So massive spaceborne artillery came down here and basically obliterated everything.
Well, quite dreary. I guess I'll go ahead and set my flying drone up to scout the area. I'll have my Athena NHP go ahead and just sort of start scanning the place and see if it can detect any, I guess, energy readings or anything in particular hidden that we wouldn't immediately notice.
Yeah.
And leave it to the rest of my crew to see if they can figure out what's out here. I'm guessing this is probably going to be a longer term kind of scouting arrangement.
Yes, you estimate you need about 5 or 6 days to walk to the designated area.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the the walking days are long and dreary. It's very boring out here. You keep watch all the time, but nothing moves. And after on the 6th day, on the day of your arrival, something. Let me get my notes. Yes, you finally something that's not just Deadland, but you see round stone pillars, the cylinders, in the desert, hundreds of them, and they definitely are made artificially. They are not natural at all. Somebody must have placed them there. And
That's a little weird. Are they made out of the same material as the surrounding?
It's, I mean, there aren't, you're standing on something like sand, and these are definitely made of stone, so they are not from the immediate surrounding, but they are probably from somewhere around here. Your drone picks up, and in the distance you see several subalterns. They seem like old, 500-year-old military models dragging one of the stone pillars, stone columns through the sand. They haven't spotted you. And after a time you see, they don't see armed, they just drag their column and they are dragging it away from you. So you can just pass them by.
A little while later, though, you see Hero standing right next to one.
And as you...
Go ahead.
Yes?
Oh, I was just going to ask if it was clear where they were dragging these from and where they were getting them. The obvious thing to do is like to follow this trail.
Yes, it seems they are getting them from somewhere in the center and you're headed for the center anyway.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah. as you this artificial structure of theirs is huge. It spans miles, and as you get closer, you see the remains of old Ecuadorian defenses, and you also see crashed Union ships. And splattered around the old battlefield, you see thousands of destroyed subalterns.
Well, I guess now we know where all the ships were.
And
But I guess this does confirm it. OK was, in fact, a crashed NHP.
and yeah, and in the distance, on top of one of the sand dunes, you see one very strange subaltern. He's like 3 meters tall and wears an old Union jacket, but only the jacket. And he is of a very strange make. And he looks directly in your direction, so you're pretty sure he spotted you. No, you're not pretty sure, you're 100% sure. But it simply turns around and disappears on the upper side of the rise.
I'm going to send the flying drone to keep track of it. And to do a quick scout ahead to make sure that we're not running straight into an ambush of some kind.
Yeah, it's yes, in what you presume is exactly the center of this strange building or man-made structure or subaltern-made structure is a big white bubble of sorts, and the subaltern just steps into this bubble and vanishes.
Well, I think we have a target, and given the sort of lack of other reinforcements in the area, this seems like we could go ahead and pull off an operation. I guess we just need to confirm there is nothing really else in the area that's a military asset. There's no like swarm of subalterns equipped or anything, and this bubble isn't too big, is it?
I mean, it's big enough. I mean, probably like 4 or 5 meters. Is that big? Is that small?
Yeah, that's like a car sized.
Yeah.
So I guess I'll go ahead and start approaching the bubble.
And yeah, you're scanning the surroundings. There are some more subalterns, but all of them are just dragging columns along. So
Right.
yes, you stand in the front of the bubble. And
And the bubble expands, and it's a trap. It engulfs us all.
no. You're still standing in front of it.
So how did this thing get in? It just kind of like merged into it. Does it have a door?
Yes, it's just merged into it.
Okay, experiment time. Step on in.
Yeah, you step in and basically instantly appear somewhere else, and you stand on a marble floor in a vast space. Large columns fan all around you, made from pure crystal, and there are- yes. And yeah, there's really nothing like you have ever seen, but you feel tremors, like somebody is trying to blast their way in. So you get a feeling whatever you want to do, you should hurry.
Right, I need to take a defensive stance, and then I'll look behind me and see, like, wait, where's the rest of my team? Question is, do you two step into the bubble? Zero steps in and then vanishes.
Oh, I was messing with the subalterns that were dragging stones around. I was serious. I don't know what you guys thought I was doing.
Guess I'll follow Zero in.
I presume you give a hero a short ping via radio before you do this.
Yes.
Hero, you get a short ping via radio, and then both of your friends have vanished.
I don't speak ping. It says right here, English only. I didn't take bilingualism at military college.
What? Okay, which word didn't you understand?
What's that?
Okay, you get a short ping before.
I heard you.
Yes?
Great.
Yeah, I didn't get your bilingualism joke then.
Yeah, I think that just went over poorly. Carry on then.
Yes, I'm waiting for. I presume you also step into the bubble.
I guess if I'm being forced that way.
I mean, you can just stay on the outside and.
I wasn't even near the ball. I told you what I was doing a while ago, and the rest of the group just went on to the bubble. So if the action's at the bubble, continue with the bubble.
Yes, then you probably have to walk quite a few minutes to catch up. Yeah. Zero, your Athena informs you that the order and the spacing of the columns you see here exactly matches the stone columns you saw in the desert.
Interesting. It's a little strange. Are they trying to recreate this? Where is this? Is this underground? Does Athena have an answer for that?
Oh, it is underground, but not on Hysonia.
Ooh, dear. That's a danger. Something's trying to break in, though. You say.
Yes.
From which side, and can Athena identify what it is?
Uh, uh, no, you can't. You get a feeling that somebody else trying to force his way here from somewhere else. So
But the strange subaltern that entered is nowhere in the area.
no, you don't see him.
All right, Cobra. let's take up some defensive positions and see what we're in for.
Yes, sir.
And where's Hero? Is he still messing around with those robots out there?
He's posing in like Victor Zaz.
Oh no. At least the flying drone will take some pictures of it.
So you're waiting till Hero also makes his way here, right?
Right. We'll dig in for a couple of minutes.
Yeah,
Since we don't exactly know what threat is happening here anyway.
after Hero just mobbed around with subalterns who don't fight back, he finally makes the way to you, and also just appears wherever you are. And
Alright.
yeah,
Alright. So, Hero, glad you could join us. I think it's time for us to press forward. It doesn't look like they're advancing quickly on us at all. Whatever's here. So we will stack up and press onward. And try to meet whatever this pounding threat is.
it's as you progress through this space, you uh, realize that the horizon comes closer and closer, and basically in a perfectly flat space, the horizon should always stay the same distance. And in some directions you can see with no end, and some directions your sight is really just ends in a way you can't really describe. So wherever you are, you don't think it's in normal space. And you as you walk through the area, you see scorch marks from lasers. So yeah, there has been a battle here. Did I switch everybody to Marble Battlefield? Could you draw your tokens into the south? Yeah, some enemy force stands in your way, and they're clearly not happy to see you. They have some form of, let's say, unit marking or military marking. They are mostly gold and blue, but it's nothing you recognize.
That's funny. I could have just been
Just making sure I can
outside.
get my tokens out here at the moment.
Huh? Okay, yeah, then just your pilot top. Then I have to. Oh,
I brought them over.
yes. Nice thing.
And then rejoin as player.
Oops, there's the death head missing.
That's it right there. Cobra has it.
Huh?
And then I'm just making sure 19 and 7.
It went invisible for me.
You may need
Oh,
to
no.
reload your page.
Okay, now there it is again. I don't know why. Cobra, heal your mech up.
Do what? Heal it up?
Yes, because
Yeah, the stats on the
good.
token are like old ones. I might actually go and slip over here. And then check ranges while we set up. 2015. Cool. Do checking out what I got. Got it. All right, I'm good and ready.
Yes, as always, players act first.
Okay. I'll go ahead and I'll drop out Athena as a quick action. Give it 9 meters. Though I might want to actually declare an ordnance action first. Yeah. So I have a smart, seeking, and accurate weapon, and I'd like to go ahead and attack this thing over here.
Okay.
Okay. So I have 1 accuracy, and it's seeking, which I think means I can ignore its cover.
Yes, but
Okay. And smart will attack its alternate defense. So here we go. That is, in fact, a critical. Once around, when I do a critical, I will have the uh, barricade take 3 damage. Explosive. And I will roll an additional 2d6 and pick the highest. So that's a 5 and a 5. That would be 13 energy damage.
and because you're more than 5 spaces away, his siege armor half is that to 7.
All right, good stuff. And I'm going to go ahead and place the Athena out over here. And I believe Athena can get a reading on what the barricade and support do.
No, not all the systems, just the base stats, right? Could you paste that
Let's take
again?
a look.
Something.
In addition, ask the GM for perfect
Oh,
information on
it's
statistics, weapon systems,
okay.
as long as they remain in the area.
Okay, then I didn't prepare this handout, but I can just paste it from ComCon. Might be.
Yep. Basically, I just want to get the surprises out of the way. The Goliaths seem like big tanky boys. I'm taking that first one as the barricade.
No, that it's the support.
Okay. 18 heat.
When it's wait on.
Patch drone, remote cloud.
So are these giant bejeweled things?
Those are columns.
Cool.
HP 16. How much structure do they each have?
1.
1 each. Okay, cool. Alright, so I've done basically my turn. Hey, Cobra, go ahead and take a hero point right now.
It's yeah. Give
Okay,
me.
and that'll be the end of my turn then.
I made a handout for the barricade.
Oh, thank you very
You
much.
And of course I typoed.
I mean, you made one for the barricade. Yet to see one for the barricade.
Yeah. Yes, I fixed the typo. So, and I make it for the support. Yes, I forgot you had that Fina does that, and Because you rarely scan, I didn't prepare them.
I know. It just seemed like appropriate to do in this circumstance.
Yes. Okay, and there it is. And then I go ahead and have the barricade print deployable cover here. It's size 2. It's destroyable if you want to. I mean, you can read it up, and it moves up, and it prepares his graviton guns to shoot at a first person who enters his range.
All right, it's readying up. Hero, why don't you go second? And take a hero point.
What does slowed mean mechanically again?
You can only use your standard move, but not boost or gain movement any
That's
other
funny,
way.
so if I boost from here, I'll have already boosted, which means his Graviton Lance will do nothing. Joke's on you. I'm boosting first. 1, 2... Oh, sorry, I'm not boosting first. I am using Jaeger Kunst first. So I'm adding 1 heat. Now I'm boosting. 1, 2, 3... And now I could move 2 as free action. Now 3.
Wait. I'm pretty sure you're now in range, and now it can shoot at you.
Sure.
Yes. And
Is that with a difficulty die?
no.
Well, you ought to had one, so that negates the 2, which means you missed.
Okay, then shot 2.
You also missed.
Nice. Okay.
Let's see, that's 5 movement in. Kunst activates again, because it can activate multiple times, so it's another 2 free movement. Which also activates Kunst again, because you fill this place with pillars. Alright, and I still have 4 left. Oh, that's another pillar, that's another 2 free movement. And that gets me where I need to go. Actually, I can occupy his space, so I'm just going to go ahead and do that with the rest of my movement. And since I boosted into this guy... Hold on, I got the notepad open. Which thing is it? I have a thing that gives me a bonus after I boost. Momentum. When you take the boost action, next ram you make, start to turn, knocks target back 2 spaces and be made with +1 accuracy. Does he have any defense that I need to be known of?
No.
Okay. And I'm gonna use that hero point. So 23.
Yes, that hits. I mean,
Okay.
you don't have to ask.
Alright, so first off... Shit, I gotta try to remember everything. I got a D3 kinetic ram. He gets knocked back right to there. He gets knocked into a pillar. So D3 plus D6 damage.
Wait, do you have something that ups your size?
Yeah, Titanmancy, Mesh. Nope, that's not the wrong one. Synthetic muscle netting. When grappling or ramming, you always count as the same size as your largest opponent if your opponent is larger than you. So I am, to the effect of ramming and grappling, the same size as Goliath 1.
Okay, then you actually can push him around.
I'm sorry, you say can't or can?
You can. You actually can.
Okay. So again, D3 plus D6 damage. Technically a crit. So I guess I'll just roll 2d3s and then 2d6s and we'll just take the best. So the 3 and the 5 for 8 damage. Hold on a sec. I have a brawling die. I need a shit. Hold on. I'm just gonna do some real quick. Put that there and Blade Master. Don't have the Blade Master die yet. So I'm just gonna put that in the chat right now so I can remember it. Let's see. I still have the option. Okay. Something around here gives me an extra thing. Once per round. Oh yeah, you're prone. Don't forget that you're prone. Because I knocked you down with the ram. Sorry, there's a thing that gives me an extra ram or grapple, and I'm just trying to remember which one it is.
Duelist?
What's that?
Is it duelist?
No, I think that's from, I think that's when
Juggernaut?
Sorry, say it again?
Juggernaut. I don't know.
Yeah, no, sorry, I have a whole thing here. I'm just trying to go through.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm gonna have to go on my sheet. Bulwark mods, no. Yank booms, no. Total strength, sweet 2, no. Multi-gear, nope. Siege ram, nope. Something muscle, nope. Must be a talent. Brawler, no. Sledgehammer, no. Knockout blow, no. Men-at-Arms, no. Blade Master, no.
It's duelist. Duelist 3, unstoppable.
Oh, okay. You were right. Okay. Sorry, I have so many things. This is the most difficult character to play. And I've been looking at this shit for months on end now, and I still can't get it all in my head. Okay, so I'm gonna grapple him. Just making sure that I have no... I don't have any bonuses to this. Just him being prone give me a bonus to anything?
Bonus D6 hit as normal. Bonus accuracy, sorry.
Right. Actually, this is a, oh, that's a bonus damage if I... Okay. Okay. I'm grappling with the advantage. Awesome. And that was the free action. So I am going to overcharge, taking another heat, to then try and grapple again. Hold on. Yeah. Sorry, I had to answer a question. Alright, making that extra grapple. Awesome. Getting better. That ends my turn. Actually, I'm gonna follow through and continue occupying his space, but that ends my turn.
So you shove him over.
Well, I knocked him into a wall, rammed
Yeah.
into him, and then failed to grapple the 3-sized thing.
It's a little big.
I mean...
He doesn't have the... What's the...
Oh, but wait again, don't you add crit on your grapples?
What do you mean? I missed him twice.
No, your GRIT stat. Don't you add that also on this
Right,
attack?
but I mean, are you saying that... Are you telling me that a 3 plus a 7 would hit him?
Yes.
Or an 8 would hit him?
Yes.
Which one? Both of those?
Yes.
Okay.
They are big and easy to hit, apparently.
I always forget the grit thing. I'm remembering so many things. Okay. I grapple him, and let's see. Once per round, the Atlas can deal plus 1d6 bonus damage to excessive melee attack. That's a melee attack. Okay. Okay, so here's the thing then. If that second one would hit, that would be actually a melee attack and not a grapple, because I wouldn't grapple twice in a row if I got him with the 7.
Yes. I presume so.
Okay, so don't really need the other part of that. Hold and lock, I gain plus 1 accuracy on all melee attacks against targets you are grappling. So the fact that I hit him with a 4, 7, 8 doesn't really matter. But I do have... Finishing blow will come into play. Let's see, what's the weapon I'm using? Scrolling. Sorry that my turns are so fucking stupid. Disregarding the attack number since I rolled that myself. That would be a 4 kinetic plus 1d6 for finishing blow. So 7 damage so far. Just double checking to see if I've got anything else. Let's see, I've hit him 3 times in a row now, which means that my brawling die goes down 3 times. I gain a Blade Master die. There's also D6. Let's see. Unstoppable. Once per round, when you hit with a melee attack on your turn, you can spend a Blade Master die to immediately make a grapple or a ram as a free action. I'm going to try and ram him again.
Wasn't the first grapple your free grapple already? From the blade
Not
from
the
the
first
sword?
one, the second. Hold on a sec. Is that the one that you were talking about? Let me just double check, going back here. Okay, yeah, that's the one you were talking about. Okay, we did things in the wrong order of events then. That's why I was confused. I mean, it doesn't matter. It doesn't change anything. We just did it in the wrong order of events because I had to hit it first with something. Oh, okay, we're talking about the ram
We'll
being
fix it
that.
in post.
No,
Yeah.
Griff, this is a matter of me explaining things.
I know.
Let me just Hold ultimates. I already did that. Unstoppable force. Okay, that's it. I'm done. Now I'm done for real. Hey, I had to squeeze out an extra 7 damage to be done for real.
Next up, the support guy acts and spawns a drone next to our trusty Goliath, and he also uses his sealant gun on him to... Or does he? No, that's not the one I wanted. I guess he simply locks onto you. And he moves in the cover of the Goliath. So he... Okay. Next.
Alright, I think that would be me. Alright, is this Goliath up here any harder to hit because it's now prone?
No, it's easier to hit because it's not prone.
Alright, well then let's start with the railgun. I'll re-roll that, unless that's a hit.
Yes, that's a hit. I mean, we established that 7 is a hit, so...
Oh, I Wasn't paying attention to that a little bit. I'm sorry. Let me add my heat.
But technically this is a line gun, so I presume you hit in a way that you don't hit hero also.
Yes. And then just to see if I blow up.
Six overkill. Or wait, no, that's actually just a
it's not a
5. But you
six.
do get a crit, so you get to reroll it. Could then proc overkill. Oh, not today.
All right, and that's what do you call that move again, where you fire more than one weapon at once?
Barrage.
You just did it.
Barrage. Yes, I was just asking because I just did it. And you can't move after a barrage unless you overheat yourself, right?
No, you
Not
you
overheat,
can
but just heat yourself.
you
Oh, I
can
can?
still do your standard move.
All right, then moving there. These crystals, I assume, count as cover.
Yes, they are like pillars, so they are very large. I mean,
All right, in that
so
case, I'm going to let me turn my overcharge. I'm going to heat myself by 1 on overcharge and put down some cover for my Jericho deployable stuff. I guess I'll just put the other one here.
okay. Then Goliath 1 acts next, and he gets healed by the drone. The drone clamps onto him and heals. He uses his move to stand up, and then he power knuckles Hero. Hero, please give me a hull save.
Oh, it's not an attack?
No, it's a save. Okay, that's a pretty pass. And then he tries to shoot at you with his shotguns. And you got soft cover because you're on top of him, right?
Or he's on top of me, yeah. I have soft cover from all sources and resistance to all damage from him. That's from Giant Killer. One of the features of the Atlas mech, but you missed.
Oh no, yes, but I also typoed.
And you still
it's
missed.
still a miss. Support actors. Then one. Let me measure ranges from here.